The opposite happens.
Exactly.
When everyone 95% of people think it's going to go down because Shanghai will be a sell event, it'll always
I
go the
get,
other way.
yeah, I
Or
guess
nine
that
out of
was
10 times it'll go the other way.
props to the people who just ignored the
Yeah,
news.
you just got to be contrarian.
And so now I just don't want to miss alt or like the transfer into alt season because I feel like there's a huge leg up, and then eventually it's going to transfer to alt season.
The FOMO's kicking in hard for you, Brian.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Hard
want
FOMO
to
at 30K.
buy more Chainlink, man. Like,
Yeah, hard. Yeah, Chainlink hasn't even moved.
yeah,
You're not even late.
you can get eight
It's moved like
thousand.
$1.
You can get 1,000 for 8,000 or for $8,000. You can get 1,000 for
Yeah.
$8,000. That's a make it. That's suicide stack.
Bitcoin doubled. Chainlink went up 10%. You know, you're early.
Exactly. Eric Smith, man, to the promised land. Cooper, if you're listening, shout out. Chainlink.
Shut up, Coop. Dan, what do you got?
I was Gabe kind of had said it where it's like when some people do one thing, like the opposite, and it's totally true. Like I just relatively sold my Phantom, and it's gonna pump now.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling Phantom.
Huge bullish signal he just sold.
Yeah, it's exactly the same time last time I did it.
Both single.
But Phantom is really always so good. I wanted to get in touch on this because Brian shilled ETH. And the thing about ETH is that it's really, really decentralized and a really strong, safe network that everyone can trust. And it's like really the heart of what blockchain is supposed to be about. Phantom is a bit more centralized. There are a few like lesser players. Phantom is faster than ETH and cheaper, and it has a place in the L1, L2 system. The one thing I would say is like, for one, it's not going to take over ETH. ETH has a place of the dominant blockchain. And then with the Shanghai update and all the people invested in stocking it, I can respect the ETH shill. Phantom, it's smaller, it's faster, it's for DeFi people mainly. It's getting better and better. It's going to go up. The one argument against that I was talking about with Gabe was that there's other L1s, L2s, Solana, Optimism, Arbitrum, Avalanche, but I'm still bullish on Phantom. I agree with Brian. ETH is good. Phantom has an argument that I explained. There's an argument against Phantom. There's an argument against ETH as well.
If people are saying alt season, it first got to go through ETH, right?
Or yeah.
Like somehow
in the cycle.
I mean,
but people were saying that cycle is that cycle is. But
you think it's gonna transfer out that quick? I feel like Ethan pump enough.
Well, Daniel, I want to potentially.
It's still good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like ETH needs to pump more.
It's healthier to take
over. Daniel's input on this potentially. So you talk about how you mentioned how Phantom is more centralized for DeFi. How does that play into the fact?
No, it's not more centralized for DeFi. It's more centralized in the fact that like the nodes are more centralized. There's not as many nodes.
DeFi.
But the protocols are totally separate from who's running the nodes.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get that inside base. What I was talking about is its founder, Andre, created Yearn, which is particularly big in DeFi. Where does that blend itself into the future outlook?
What I would say that like kind of to steer your question is the idea of like there are public and private blockchains, and then not only are there, like Gabe was saying, these apps and these decentralized exchanges and these protocols, there's also deals that Phantom has with sovereign governments that are private contracts. They're doing stuff for the Afghanistan and like Pakistan governments. These blockchains are technologies that they're public/private businesses. ETH is like the public commons and it's a bit more expensive. I think Phantom is a bit more specialized, a bit more niche, but they're going to keep improving on their technology. They do have more competition, but are they going away? No. Are they going to get better? Yes. Is ETH dominant? I'd say so. I mean, that's an argument. That's a discussion. Is ETH now with the Shanghai?
I don't think ETH's going anywhere.
He's definitely not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Not that you have like good side chain options.
I'm not saying
internet bonds, man.
I'm not saying Phantom is gonna overtake
Arbitrum kind of myths that ETH's just never gonna go away.
Yeah. And then it is kind of the idea of, is it the full cycle where it's like first Bitcoin pumps, then ETH, and then altcoins, and then like it's kind of Brian said ETH, I said Phantom, that's an L1, but then it's like Gabe can do his shills where it's the altcoins, the shit coins that are
Yeah.
I will, but the only thing I want to say is I think the only real bearish argument against Phantom is the centralization. But
it's like
Yeah.
the average person doesn't give a fuck.
and also
Who cares?
the reason they want to be more centralized is so they can be faster and safer. And you kind of have to sacrifice something. And that's kind of like the path
Because
they
there's
wanna
a
go
giant
down.
consensus, and then with
But-
ETH, it's also centralized to like whatever Lido whale there is.
It's true, but
It's like got all this
because of the
stakes.
market cap, ETH probably is the most decentral. Like it's just
And I've heard about the technology with like
there's just
Link
more
and like
players. There's just more
the
players.
more nodes, the
There's-
more
yeah, there's more
decentralized, the
nodes.
stronger the network.
There's just more players.
But you sacrifice size for speed and
you
efficiency.
sacrifice a lot of size and you sacrifice price. I mean, like I forgot to mention price per transaction. Like it's much cheaper to keep it more centralized as well.
Yeah. But dude, Gabe, hit your
Yeah.
shills.
All right, so two coins have been popping off that I like. I heard about a bit ago. Injective protocol. That's been around a long time.
What's the symbol?
INJ. So that's been around a long time. That just broke into the top 100, but that was a project that actually came
What
with
does
their
it
coin
do?
in 2019. It's basically like a kind of like a TradFi bridge, like derivatives protocol, where they
Okay.
want to like tokenize,
GMX?
They're tokenized like real.
No, it's
they're
way more than
tokenized
GMX.
real
They
things.
want to tokenize real things as well. They want to tokenize like stocks. They want to tokenize commodities.
Okay.
And like they just want to basically combine like TradeFi. Like they'd like want to like bring like a established like TradeFi like brokerage or platform and just synchronize it into
Tokenize assets.
Yeah. to tokenize all the assets.
Tokenized assets.
And this is something Mark Cuban actually got involved
Huge-
in back in 2019.
Market analysis is
So-
on tokenized assets.
This product's already been around since I was in crypto. The all-time high came back in the last bull market, which was 20 plus.
So it's been around at least a bull market. So it's not just a brand new company.
The progress has been slow, right? But
Yeah.
it's it's just fun to watch.
It's
I
still
think
alive.
there's a
That's
lot of
saying something.
I think it's a very bullish area
Yeah.
to be in right now.
I mean, if you're able to survive from last bull run, like that's saying something.
And then the other one I wanted to talk about was NXRA. I don't really know what it is, but it's a coin that's been popping off. Low cap. You just
The name has just been floated around.
the same people who are right about Inch, the same people who are right about Rose,
Why
have been
not?
floating this, and so far they've been right about this. It's up 2x.
Ride the wave, right? Ride the wave.
It's up 2x since I bought it.
Yeah.
That was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
That just gives you 2020 alt season vibe.
People smarter than me are.
You're
picking
just like
stuff and
people are just showing
I'm
stuff.
following. Why
Yeah.
do research?
Yeah, you're basically like showing stuff, and then like people follow, and just like the ride waves, and like a lot of people still make money, but then you catch the wave late. It's like surfing. Then
NXRA, the Giga brands are pumping it.
So we'll
so-
see.
We'll see.
That was a good. That was a good ups.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Smithy was actually here for this one, but
What up?
thanks for
Welcome back.
listening, other
This guy.
esteemed guests.
Yeah. This is a success 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, back
Yeah.
where we began.
Yeah. Peace.